just like the old school hit play button.
Hey, thanks everybody. Whoops, oh, there we go. Thanks everybody. Thanks Pittsburgh. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. That's it. And thank you, Wendy, for being my stage manager. And with that, we're out. Speak a little louder before you start making comments. So yeah, the idea behind this was a couple years ago. I made a video to one of my older songs. I have this back catalog of music. A little bit about me. I'm originally a film student. I'm in Detroit, and I went to school for film here, and then and was doing music and had a recording studio. Was into in the '90s like inventing instruments and playing with organic instruments like didgeridoos and saxophones and stuff, and electronic instruments and making tape loops and stuff. And that's become like a real norm now, well, in a lot of ways anyway. And it's more accepted anyway. And so the thing with me is I have a short attention span, and so I would never promote anything I've done. Like I've since become a photographer. I have all these series of photography, but I'm always wanting to go out and shoot more before I promote and do all the business behind the work I've done. So I needed to come up with a project that would like address my attention span and allow me to skip around from doing, well, I feel like writing something right now, or shooting video, or writing music, or taking pictures, that I can incorporate into an ongoing thing. So I made a second video that wasn't connected at all to the first, but it had it had a connection to the first one, and but it wasn't really like a connection. It was just I wanted to make new music, and that was like the first music I had made in Bot, which I did last night. The foundations of that were like the first thing I had done in about 8 years for music, and so it was like a cool thing for me to get back, and then I took a break on purpose from that. So now I'm integrating again, and as I was doing that, I started putting together the idea for this third section, and I talked to my son about how that should kind of come about, or how I should introduce it into like an ongoing story, and he said, well, maybe it should be in like a mental hospital. So what I'm doing tonight is this installment, I'm going to perform the spoken word piece just as me up here as the video goes, and as I make this, like as I said, as this goes on as a project, the electric meditation, like I envision some of it being in book form, like with photographs and like a story, kind of like a photo comic book as opposed to a drawn one, and a theater as a component to it, like one of them done on stage, and so people can follow along, because not everyone who might want to see this lives right where the stage is. It could be performed where they are by other actors, and obviously it would be filmed and up online too. So I just want to carry this forward and grow it, and hopefully it becomes kind of an interesting story too. But a lot of what I want to do is inspired by the idea of making up a story in your own head too. Like when you maybe would listen to music as a kid and have the album cover, and just like, I don't know, would imagine whatever you imagine, right? So I kind of want to keep it open-ended that way too, so that the audience can bring their own story to what I'm presenting. So without ado, I'm going to perform episode 3. It's called The Tuna Sandwich. I hope you enjoy.
Well, let's not do that.
They put saltpeter in the food.
Huh? I was piling my sausage and eggs, non-metaphorically, onto a piece of toast.
You haven't nutted once since you've been in here, have you?
The voice had come from behind me at first, and then into the seat next to me at the table. Indeed, I hadn't felt a hint of sexual desire in days.
It's because they put saltpeter in the food. You can't get it up. They do it in prison, too.
The person next to me must have come in last night. His eyes were glazed over as he smiled and glared without any apparent synchronicity between his thoughts and expressions.
It's the alcohol that's doing it to me. They gave me a 30-day shot. The first couple of days, they're real soon. They just gave it to me.
His eyes shone like he was coasting in some cosmic hammock.
No, I haven't.
You could taste it in the food. You notice how everything
Tastes the same. It's the saltpeter.
In fact, everything did taste the same. Today's eggs taste like last night's meatloaf. Also tasted like that tuna sandwich. Wait, you gave me that last night. And there were 2 sandwiches now. I felt like I got lucky because I was famished and the tuna sandwich didn't taste like saltpeter. In fact, it was the most delicious tuna sandwich I ever had. And I realized that I don't remember anything from then until I met
I'm Hollis.
I think I'm a programmer. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I've done or how.
Well, then how do you know you were a programmer?
How do I know I am?
I got a bullet in my head. Wanna see?
Thank you very much, everybody. My mic go out? I think it did. It like turns off and it's on. Or, oh, what's this thing? Hello? 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 Oh. Oh, I know what I did there. Now I can take you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. My name is Steve. Hey, so that book over there that I never talked about with that cassette. So that cassette, when I was making part 2, and I said I never did music for the first, I was doing music for the first time in 8 years, right? So that cassette, side A and side B, they're longer takes about, they were like my original recordings before I made the video. And then that book is a handmade photo book. This is kind of cool, it's on the website. So it's like just folded paper, man. There's like no glue. So it's just like, how I said when you're looking at pictures, you imagine a story in your own head. So this is for the bot set. So I made like 20 of these. It's like a limited thing. If you're interested, it's on the merch page of my website, theelectricmeditation.com. Pittsburgh, thank you so much for having me. This has been a great experience. I hope I can work with you guys in the future, get a little more marketing out there. But it's I hope everyone's staying safe, and I hope I could provide a fun little distraction for you guys on a Saturday night. Thanks a lot.